Your religion, and I question.
Who's your people?
Like people of my ethnic background.
What ethnic background is that?
Okay.
African?
Or just African?
Just well.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to be specific?
Yeah.
The arch should be.
Yeah, where you from?
So you're gonna answer me specific questions then?
I've answered everything you've asked
What
me.
is if I should join your religion today?
Yes.
Yeah, and say I want to be an Islamic
Yes.
person.
Muslim.
What would be like? What would be my aim? What would I be achieving other than
I'll tell you what you're achieving.
from the Quran?
I'll tell you what you'll be achieving.
Not from your mouth, from the Quran.
Oh, okay. You'll be achieving. You'll be connecting your soul to its creator.
But my soul is being connected to my creator already.
There's only one creator. How do you know that? Why do you believe that?
How do you know your
No,
soul?
you made the claim. Why do you believe that?
Because of my ancestors' belief.
So, well, then why is that belief true?
And I'm not saying it's true, and I'm saying it's false. But why, if you're teaching something and you're bringing in other ethnicities,
I'm teaching something that's true.
Brother, in simple terms, it gives you the correct way of connecting to the Creator, because there are incorrect ways to connect
So what's
as well.
the name of the
let me
Creator
explain
then?
that to you, please. Allah. Let me explain that to you. So people sometimes connect to the Creator via a tree, right, or a rock, or something they fashion with their own hands. This is not acceptable to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? So it gives you the correct way to connect to the Creator. That's the first thing. Secondly, the guidance gives you the best possible life that you can have in this world. It protects you from the harms in society. It gives you the best sort of life that you can have, and it gives you the best death you can have.
I don't disagree with.
Okay?
Can I say? I don't disagree with your religion. I
Yes.
don't disagree with anything that
Yes.
you guys teach. But my understanding is, why should I join your religion?
So you can benefit from that guidance.
From that guidance.
So it's a guidance.
Yes.
From the Creator.
But
right?
every other religion, it says similarities between religions.
There are some similarities, yes.
Because there's only one God, you see, and God sent messengers to mankind.
We'll take another question from you, but let this brother ask his question. We've been waiting a long time.
Would you like to see Sharia, Islamic Sharia, for the whole of the UK?
And no, because as Muslims, we can't impose Sharia on non-Muslims. You see, this is a misconception in the West. Now, I know that there are some people who shout and scream that we want Sharia on you, but Islam, if you look at the code in Mecca and Medina in the Middle East, the Jews were allowed to have their own code. They operated under their laws.
Yeah, they had their own law.
They operated under the Torah.
Yeah.
Islamic Sharia only applied on things like, for example, murder. So if a Jew killed somebody, then the government, the national government would step in. Okay. But on matters like, for example, what constitutes a marriage, what constitutes a divorce, what are the laws of inheritance, what are the laws for this, what are the laws for that, the Jews were allowed to have their laws. The Christians, under Muslim control, were allowed to have their codes. The churches had their services, the synagogues had their services. But as a Muslim, I cannot impose the Sharia that applies upon Muslims and apply it upon a non-Muslim and force you to abide by the Sharia.
Okay.
Now, however, so if you live in a Muslim country, for example, right, and you want to drink alcohol, as a Muslim, I can't stop you. Even the government can't stop you, because alcohol, according to your Sharia, means that you can consume it. What I can do is say you can't do it in public. You do it in private.
What would be the circumstance?
You do it in private. Why? Because your action should not have any impact upon the community as a whole.
What would be the
Okay,
circumstance?
so if you're drinking alcohol in public now is encouraging others to do so, or you're drink driving, or you're getting into arguments or brawls in the restaurant because you've had one too many, we've all seen it,
What would be
right?
the punishment?
That is now a problem.
No.
Not only for you,
It's a serious question.
but it's a
serious
problem.
answer.
Because
So
he
if
said-
you go to Dubai,
Hold on, I
you go
wanna-
to a supermarket in
his
Dubai,
answers are so
they have
long.
a bacon corner. The non-Muslims can go into the little pork sausages, and they go and get their pork scratchings and whatever you guys like to eat, right? Muslims generally won't go into those places.
Does that law apply to
Right?
Muslims in this country?
What do you mean? In what
Sharia
sense?
law.
Yeah. So a Muslim. Hold on a second.
It's a simple question,
Very good
but
question.
yeah.
Very good question. So a Muslim has to first of all abide by the laws of the land.
Yes.
If the laws of the land take me away from my Sharia, which is what? I have to pray 5 times a day. and the government says from tomorrow we're banning all Muslims, you can't pray in this country, then obviously I would pray in my house. If now the Gestapo is coming into my house and they're saying, right, we saw you praying in your house, we want you to get out or you stop praying, I will leave this country. I will do hijrah. I'll go to another land where I can practice my religion. Okay, but I will not impose my religion on you as a non-Muslim.
No, but you're not
because
imposing.
it doesn't apply
You're
to
not
you.
imposing. If I freely accept your religion in this country,
Yes.
would that law apply to me? Differently, I'm not talking about the law of the land. I'm talking about being in the religion.
Okay,
it's a serious
very,
question.
very good question. Alhamdulillah, as Muslims, none of the Sharia we find as a direct contradiction to British law, for example. I can be a Muslim in this country and follow the Sharia,
But that's not
and I can abide by the British. No, I'm just explaining that to you. So the Sharia does apply to me. So the Sharia does apply to me, yes.
I think I have free will if I want to join Islam, right?
So you can
If I wanna
stone
join
gays in this
Muslim.
country?
Sorry?
You could stone gays.
It's a
No.
free will. It's a free
No,
will
you
if I want to
misunderstand
join.
the point.
Right?
Yes.
It's
The
a free
point
will.
is, brother,
See,
the point.
you haven't-
No, but he's asking about the Sharia that you explained.
No,
right?
let me just hear what you just said.
He
then,
just
though.
said, does that mean you can stone gays in this
No, no, I
country?
know what he said.
Or the point is absolutely
Come on.
not. Why? Because, first of all, as an individual, as a Muslim, you can't just go out and start doing things because the Sharia doesn't permit you to do certain things. I can't now go in, even in a Muslim country, I can't just say, oh, look, you're walking a bit funny, mate. You look a bit gay to me, right? I'm gonna basically, beat you up or whatever. I can't do that. I would be arrested. I would be the one ending up in jail because I have no right to do that.
So in 60 years,
In Islam, it's a very good question, brother. But in Islam,
and everyone here is a Muslim.
Yes.
Right, and permeated government.
yes,
So Sharia is a part of this country.
yes.
Is that likely to become part of the Sharia law in this country that everyone need to abide by?
Yes, but what does the Sharia say? The Sharia doesn't say anything.
Give us 100 years to
doesn't
beat
say,
out the
no,
liberals.
doesn't say any different to what British law says. Does British law allow sodomy in public?
I don't know. I'm not a Brit. I don't know the answer. to
Where
that
do you
question.
come from?
Australia.
Australia?
Australia.
Do they allow sodomy in public in Australia, or is it
Yeah,
illegal?
sodomy, sex in public. Just standard
We're
sex.
talking about religion, bro.
Is it illegal?
You haven't
It happens.
answered the question.
No, no.
You're dancing around the question.
I'm saying, is it illegal in public, in a public place, in a park? If two people started doing sodomy here, would it be considered to be vulgar?
There's
And
mosque in
would
this
it
country.
be arrestable offence?
And there's laws. There's
Likely
mosque.
arrestable, but unlikely to be arrested.
No, you
There
have
is
to
mosque.
you have to
So it's illegal,
I want
right?
him. I want him to answer
No,
the
I'm
question.
answering. I know you want him to answer because
but
you
let
like
him say-
sugar coated,
No,
sweet
yeah,
answers.
I want you to
I
give
just
me
give you
the
the pat
direct
answers.
answer. So there's lots of mosque in this country.
Yes.
I'll let you ask your
So Sharia law implies for the Muslim.
What do you mean by
community,
Sharia law?
The laws that you imply.
Which ones?
Your laws are not the same as the law.
No,
of
which
Islam.
Sharia law? Which one are you referring to?
I don't know the laws.
Okay, so
you're asking me as if.
okay.
Yeah.
Do Muslims in this country have control of crime and punishment? No.
No, that's not my
Right,
question.
so forget that.
I'm saying
so
within
one
the
second,
religion.
one second. So once we say that,
within the religion.
once we say
within the
No,
religion.
but listen.
Within the religion. Within the religion.
Okay, yes.
How would I be judged as a Muslim in this country if I do not apply the law? If I said
Apply
I'm a
what law?
Muslim
Yeah.
and you see me doing something
Doing like what?
like anything that is not
Give me an example.
no, you give me an example.
Well, you're saying I'm doing this thing.
like I'm praying.
I wanna know what you're up
like
to.
five
What are you
times.
doing?
Like praying 5 times a day.
Right, so you're not going to pray?
No, I'm saying I'm not a Muslim.
No, you said if you become a Muslim.
But I'm asking
and
you
then-
about your religion.
No, you said if
well,
I
you're
became
questioning me as if I know.
I'll
about
tell you
you.
why. Because
Why?
I'm retorting to what you said. So you said if I became a Muslim
Yeah.
and I didn't do the laws,
I saw your video with Hamza.
what would happen to me? That's what you said.
Yeah, I'm saying what would happen.
I saw your
Right.
discussion
So
with
Yeah,
Hamza.
can I
like-
repeat your question?
Yeah.
Abbas.
You said if you became a Muslim and you didn't do some particular law,
Like
what would
any-
happen to you?
like I break any one of the
So
Sharia
give me an
laws.
example of this law that you're thinking about that
I
you're
don't
going
know
to
your
break.
laws. I don't know
He doesn't
your
know any of
laws.
the laws.
Right.
If I don't know your laws, how
you
can I
became a
break
Muslim.
your laws?
You became a Muslim and you say, I'm not praying. So what?
Nobody's going to ask you anything.
You become a Muslim
Can I
and
still be
you
a
become a
Muslim if I
Muslim.
don't pray
Well,
5 times a day?
nobody's going to
Let me-
ask
Can
you.
I
one
still
second.
be a Muslim if I don't pray 5
Well, the
times a day?
scholars say that the thing that makes a person a Muslim is the one who submits to the will of the Creator. So one of the most important things after the belief in God Almighty is the 5 times prayer. And what the scholars say is what differentiates a true believer from one that doesn't really believe is the one who prays. Now, the point here is, nobody's watching you
But if
you'll find
if there's a law, you have to abide by it.
no, but the law doesn't say. The law doesn't say that if you're not praying.
I just use that as
The law doesn't say that if you're not praying, somebody has to then punish you for not praying.
You become Muslim, right? And then you start skinning up, yeah? And you get a bottle of whiskey out, yeah? Nothing's going to happen to you. Nothing. Yeah? It's between you and your creator.
Oh, thank you very much. Ooh. Oh, not for me, bro. Sugar. Share it with me.
So there's the law of the land.
Half.
And then
Law of
there's
the land is standard.
Yeah, standard.
Okay.
And
The
then
Sharia law doesn't apply to us Muslims in the sense of crime and punishment and stuff like that. Sharia law,
Have half of it,
basically,
brother.
the rights of my wife,
Cake, is it?
for example, the rights of society, the rights of the neighbour. This is.
I think this
So, for
this
example,
kind of
Sharia court,
conversation.
Sharia courts.
I think these kind of conversations are very